Howdy folks, I'm Aaron, welcome to Lowe's Joinery. Today's video I'm going to be talking about primer. Exciting, I know. Oh, cream crackered, I'm not going to lie. Right, steady on box. Right, so I don't want to bore you, I just want to try and do a quick little video just to help anyone out, because I get asked a hell of a lot, probably 5 times a day, by people, what paint do you use, what paint do you use, what paint do you use. So I thought I'd knock a quick little video up, just letting you know I've just placed an order yesterday at about 12 o'clock, and it come today about 11 o'clock. So firstly, delivery service absolutely spot on. So this is from a company called Construction Chemicals. As the name sort of it's quite self-explanatory, they do sort of all the chemical based stuff for the construction industry. So they do glues, polyurethane, PVA, primer, internal, external, expanding foam. They do loads. Like, you know, I could be here all day talking. So obviously I'll post a link in the description below. Feel free to take a look if anything takes your fancy. Just give them a call up, ask for either Jim or Tom, and just tell them that your lovely friend Aaron from the Lowe's Joinery YouTube channel sent you. You never know, may even do a bit of discount, you never know. But yeah, they'll help you out with anything that you need anyway. They're great lads. So yeah, going forward now, most of my bread and butter work is MDF based, and most of it is primed white. It's boring, but pays the bills. So I need something that's reasonably cheap, that's good quality, that's going to get the job done, I can trust, and just a good product really. So when I first started out, going forward, there was a lot of trial and error. I had everything sort of at my disposal regarding the trade side of things. So I went for sort of Toolstation, Screwfix, B&Q, the big box stores, all of that sort of stuff. And, you know, I've tried everything. Believe me, I've tried everything from Dulux to Crown to Ticurilla to Technos, Leyland, Johnstones. I've tried them all, believe me. Some of them are great, some of them are horrible, some don't spray that well, some brush better. But for the price of this and the quantity you get, this honestly, it can't be beaten. This is 30 kilograms, 20 litres. It's acrylic based primer. This is internal use, but like I say, they do an external one as well. I'm just going to read off the label because I've got him to stick this on for me, and so I can sort of relay it to you, and we'll go from there. So it says here that Construction Chemicals, it's an acrylic copolymer primer. Is a high quality micro porous quick drying primer for timber, MDF and hardboard. Obviously the MDF there, that ticks the box for me. It's got high opacity, which again ticks a box for me, which means you get great coverage on the first coat. It's like quite a thick primer, which is great. It's micro porous as well, so if you are painting timber, why would you, but if you do, it's going to let that timber breathe and not just block it up. So that's another good quality. It says here that intended uses: water-based primer / undercoat for interior and exterior use, supplied ready for use with spray applications, the automatic brush and vacuum timber coaters, so you can use it for all of those. If you've got like yourself a pressure pot, or if you've got like the auto feed for your skirting boards and architraves, they sort of feed it through a machine and it does all 6 sides in one go. It's foam resistant, which is with a good flow on application, and can also be brush applied, which not everybody's going to want to spray. Not everybody's going to want a 30 kilogram tub. You know, you're not all in the trade, and you just want something that will probably last. This lasts me probably about 6 months, and when you break it down, this cost me £60.50. So when you break it down, so what I was comparing this to, my last product I was using was Leyland, and that was coming in at about £12 to £15 for 2.5 litres. So when you broke this down into the same size category, this was working out to about a £5 for 2.5 litres, and that's not bad really. Like it says here as well, it's block resistant on drying, excellent opacity in a single coat, fast drying and low odour. The low odour is great for me, it's water based, so it's going to be. The block resistance doesn't really bother me so much on the MDF, but you know, the block resistant, one for a better word, is sort of like a self-knotting. It's a self-knotting primer. I've tried that myself, and it does what it says on the tin or the tub or whatever you call it. You've got 20 minutes touch dry, 2 to 3 hours firm dry, and then you can overcoat it in 3 hours. That's at 20 degrees. It's got all the coverage on here as well, and obviously the health and safety, contact with eyes, used well ventilated. So if you're spraying, you want to get them fans going. Obviously mask is 100% essential there, so please don't spray without it. But on a whole, folks, it is an absolutely great product. The chaps are lovely. It's a British UK company, so from one business to another, you know, you're keeping it going, as opposed to the big box stores that probably shaft you dry. You know, and they're there for convenience, but for next day, just don't obviously leave it last minute like I do. Yeah, like I say, I've tried them all. The Ticurilla is probably my next choice. They do a few primers. They do the Helmy top coat. But stick around, because I do have a video coming on top coat paints which I use, which is compatible with this. And once again, it's a big quantity and it's a cheaper price, so it works out cheaper as well. So keep your eyes peeled for that. For anybody that does obviously want to give it a go, brushing just straight out the tin, perfect. I haven't tried it airless, but I'm guessing you could spray it straight from the barrel really, with airless. Once again, it's got great adhesion properties, which for people that don't know, adhesion is when it sticks to the work you're spraying, and you normally give it the scratch test, which is with your nail, and this withheld a good scratch test. It always makes me laugh when I say that. Okay then folks, so hope you found it useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Let me know in the comments, and we'll go from there. Like I say, British company, British business, one helps the other. That's how I like to do things. If I can avoid the big box stores that probably shaft you dry anyway, then I will do. Yeah, I'll put a link in the description of all the sort of bits and bobs that I think is relevant for everybody. I hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you are new here, please consider subscribing, and when you do, hit the bell icon and that will notify you whenever I put a new video up, so you don't miss this lovely mug. And yeah, I think I'll cut it short there, guys, and I will catch you on the next video. See you later. Oh, you're still here? I better tell you a joke then. What do you call a nun in a wheelchair? Virgin Mobile. I'll get my coat.